Hey.
Yo.
What's up, bro?
Not much, man. Not much. Just chilling. Got done maxing out some oatmeal.
Oh, yeah?
Hell yeah. Give me 1 second, bro. Give me 1 second.
I'm
I'm
good.
going to the bathroom real quick. You feel me?
What'd you say?
I'll be right back, bro.
Alright, you good. Well, shout out to all the listeners. This is the Unchained Podcast, episode 51. You know what I mean? When Martin comes back, he'll hit that intro and we'll start, but, we'll open this one up with, just shout out to anybody that's been listening to us, man, and listening to what we have to say. You know what I mean? Because it means a lot to us, and this is definitely something new for me and Martin to be doing these podcasts, but we're very grateful for it because it's very therapeutic for us.
Facts, bro. I'm back, man. I just had to run to the bathroom real quick.
All right.
Shizzle. How you doing though? You done with the repeat of the grooves?
I had found another one and I was like, oh hell no, I gotta put this down. I had found a whole nother one, bro. I was about to be stuck for like 45 minutes. So I was like, let me put this down. And I seen you sent that message about how you were gonna go to bed. I was like, yeah, I definitely need to put this down.
Facts. Yeah, because I'm gonna pass after this podcast because I'm pretty sure my kid's getting dropped off early tomorrow. So yeah,
Okay.
Facts.
Let's get into it.
Get the intro knocked out.
All right, bro.
Welcome to the Unchained Podcast, everybody. It's your boy SpiritWar Martin, along with his podcast partner Sebastian. Always put God first and become your inner lion in this crooked matrix and spiritual warfare, y'all. Boy, listen his ear.
Hey.
Hey.
I forgot to write down the topics, so I know you got them written down, huh?
Yeah, we can get into topic number 1 right now.
Let's do it.
What do you think about loving God first?
Man, yeah, it's changed my life, bro. Putting God first has absolutely changed my life. I've always been someone who has believed in God, since a young age, but I definitely fell off of the track and became an unrighteous person and was, like we like to say, I was shooting threes over there for the kingdom of darkness, doing all types of foolish shit and getting caught up with chasing unrighteous women and looking at porn, masturbating, and you know what I'm saying? And then, when the whole substance train came along, I mean, that pretty much took me down, bro, to a point where that took me down to a point where I pretty much lost myself. And, I know you feel me on that one. And it's just like, that's what I needed to it's just that analogy like we were talking about in the last podcast. God's just watching us, and he's going to allow us to get into some trouble because he knows that we're going to be coming back and, you know what I'm saying, crying out for help. He knows we're going to be coming back. You know what I mean? So he's just basically letting us, learn on our own. It's like, it's almost like letting your kid, ride a bike for the first time without the training wheels. Eventually you got to let go and let them do their thing. So he pretty much was letting us do our thing. And he watched us crash, and, now, he knew what he was doing. So now he put God first. Now that we know what's going on, I know what's going on, and I know exactly what he was doing with me and everything. So now I put God first every day, bro, because I know that the reason I'm even in this position is because of God.
Mm-hmm. Preach, my boy. I definitely can relate to you on all that. Because when it comes to my experience, loving God first, changed my life around too. Because looking at my old self, I was out here, thinking I was an atheist and all this crazy shit, bro, and didn't believe in the big homie upstairs. So I was out here just wilding the fuck out, just lusting, getting very, very gone, bro. And hanging around the wrong people as well. Just a bunch of energy vampires who didn't care, for me. They just cared that I would get messed up with them. You know what I'm saying? That was about it. And God was sitting back and watching all that crap. You know what I'm saying? And he lets us go through all this BS before we eventually get tired of it. And then we finally go to him. Like you said, we go back to our parents when we need help, right? You feel me? And
yes.
And that's what it's like, going back to the Heavenly Father, for reassurance and for, a raised spirit and confidence in yourself. So you can operate in this matrix properly. Loving God first, man. That's some powerful stuff, especially when you're on that SAR, bro.
Yeah, and the cool part, bro, is that I'm starting to get a more personal experience. Tell me if you feel me, but like as I go along, I feel like my perception of what God was and putting God first in the past was kind of different. Now as I go along, it's making more and more sense as to what is actually going on, because I feel like my old version of myself, I would say prayers, and I was envisioning the prayers going out into the atmosphere, or just like going out into the universe and just like spreading around. Try to follow me. I'm trying to picture this, but like now it's totally different, and feels like I'm literally communicating with somebody else, like a person to God. And it's like I feel like every time that I make that effort to tap in with him through either a prayer or watching a sermon or reading the Bible or even doing these podcasts, bro, and making YouTube videos about semen retention and different types of things where I can help people, I feel like it feels like I'm literally connecting with like another person, which is a trip, because that's what everybody says is what it's like. That's literally what they say. They say God's a person. So and I know that this is real because that's what it feels like now. And it feels like every time I do that, he almost gives me, like, it's so crazy. Like, it's literally like he's like a person here. It's almost like I keep going back to the parent analogy, but it's like, when you do good things, your parents reward you. It's kind of like that. I feel like every time I'm tapping in with him, he rewards me, whether that be like something in the physical realm, or he really likes to gift spiritual gifts, with peace, joy, happiness, clarity, peace of mind, all this stuff. That's kind of like his go-to. But he'll also gift you with things in the physical realm, people, places, things. You know what I'm saying? And I've realized that the more that I'm in contact with him, the more he hooks me up.
Absolutely, bro. Staying in contact and staying connected, man. It's very powerful, bro, and it's beautiful at the same time. Because it's like you're literally two people, damn near, some shit. Because sometimes for me, I feel like it's not even me doing things. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing it, but it's like the Holy Spirit takes over or something when I get these moments, especially when I listen to some instrumentals, or if I have something important to do, or my senses are heightened and I can sense bullshit. Because how your spirit is like super strong, and you can just feel energy and just sense shit. That's like the Holy Spirit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely it's hard to explain, but I know you feel me on that. It's man, it's the big homie upstairs and that Wi-Fi connection, the way I see it, and that is very powerful to have, especially the way society is now, bro. You feel me? We have to, make sure we are raising our spiritual power levels to that damn top level in the kingdom of the Holy Spirit by scoring them threes for the right team, bro. You feel me?
Exactly. It's almost like, I don't know how to explain this into words. It's kind of hard. But like, it's almost like I'm viewing it differently. The way I operate, it's like I do things for God now. Like, bro, like last night is a good example. You know, I woke up late in the middle of the night and I was hungry and I wanted to make a sandwich. And so I made a sandwich, but for some reason my dumb ass just takes my roommate's, you know, a little, it doesn't matter like how much it was. It's just like, I took a little bit of his mayo, bro, and that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask him. And I know that he's cool. You know, he usually like hooks me up with food and different things like that, but I took a little bit of his mayonnaise, you know, to put on my sandwich. And bro, he's got a hold of me so much to the point where I had to hit homie up and tell him about it because I felt bad. I was like, bro, and it probably looked weird, but I was like, bro, you know, I took a little bit of your mayonnaise without asking. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad about that. And he was like, oh, don't trip. And I was like, no, like I have to tell you that because I don't want to live like that anymore. You know what I mean? And it's a slippery slope. So it's like little things like that. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't care, but like God saw me do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like, I'm not going to say I was stealing, but like in a sense, you know, I should have asked him first. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's gotten down to just like the little things. Like he's got a hold of me so tight to where like I can't even let little things like that slide. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's how it is with me, bro. Like literally, I can't let little shit like that slide either. You know, and it just, I don't know, man. It's hard to explain, but you just feel wrong, and you have to like let people know that you borrowed some of the things without them knowing. You feel me? You have to let them know.
Yeah.
You don't do it. You just do not feel right.
Yeah, you know, because my old self, you know, I used to be stealing. I used to steal. You know what I mean? And I used to steal little things like that, and I thought I could get away with it. And like, that's just a terrible way to be, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and I think it has to do with the way that I was raised. Like, you know, my dad used to hook me up with a lot of stuff, and he kind of spoiled me a little bit. And then like my mom was kind of different, but yeah, it goes back to like childhood, bro, and just kind of like being entitled for certain things, and it's just like little things, bro. But like, you know, I catch myself, and I'm just like, man, you don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah, you got that good self-awareness, bro. So you caught it. You're good at catching it when it pops up and stuff, you know, and that's important for all of us to have, because I'll be having them situations too, you know. And when I was growing up as a kid, I kind of had that same thing about me as well, you know, getting spoiled. And because I used to get spoiled as a kid, getting all these wrestler action figures and shit, wrestling rings, you feel me?
I had those too.
Yeah, Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64s and shit, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, spoiled as hell, bro. And then, you know, it's like the older I got, it wasn't, I don't know. It's just, I feel you on what you said though, you know, because I used to steal basically too, you know, on some weird shit, you know.
Yeah, I was just a shitty person, bro, for a period of time. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm not proud of that. That man, looking back at that now, it feels really shitty to say that. You know, like when I just said that a couple seconds ago, when I said like, you know, I used to steal, that made me feel like really bad. You know what I mean? Just thinking back to that, I'm just like, man, like that's one of those sides to you that is really an ugly quality. And I'm sure the people around me, you know, when they would see me do that, you know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine what, you know, people were thinking of me, you know? I mean, just like, if I see somebody steal, you know what I mean? That's a very ugly trait, you know?
Yes, it is.
And yeah, it's crazy to think that I was doing that kind of shit and just thinking it was okay. I mean, that's a testament to how far gone I was.
Yeah, and you know, the fact that you are where you are today is a testament for growth, you know, for how much you've grown, bro.
Right.
You know? So it's good that you came from that level of being in this life like that, because I was down pretty low too as well, bro. I'm hearing car doors and shit outside. That shit sounded like it was in my damn yard.
You got crazy hearing, bro.
Hell, yeah. Mugs outside slamming doors and shit. It sounded like it was right outside my damn crib. I was in the yard and shit. Like, what the hell going on? But yeah, back to what we were talking about. I kind of lost track, but where were we at?
We were talking about, some of our bad qualities in the past and how it's shameful to look back on it.
There we go. Yeah, because looking at my old self, man, I kind of get disgusted looking at how I was too, bro. Was very disgusting, man. Especially after I started getting intoxicated, very drunk every day. Ooh, wait.
Oh man, I remember those days, bro.
Jeez, I don't miss that shit at all. I don't miss it, bro. And never going back to that.
No. Yeah, and them hangovers and all that shit, bro. Trust me.
Hangovers used to be
what you were going through.
Hangovers used to be the worst, bro. Straight up, like waking up with a serious ass headache and shit.
Oh my god, I hated them, bro. Did you smoke weed when you were hungover?
Like every once in a while, I would just try to eat something or hydrate or whatever I did. I know I wasn't even drinking water, bro. I was drinking like juice and bullshit, bro. Because I didn't have the wisdom of water then. So,
yeah.
I would just, I would get plastered, bro, and it was just unhealthy. And as far as the green went, I used to always do that while drinking, so I'll be out here just.
Oh, yeah. I already know.
Just clusterfucked out here, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Did you ever get to the point where, like, you were hungover and you would, like, make yourself a drink, or was it never that bad?
No, I was never that bad. No, I'd get a hangover and then I would chill for a bit, and then after I chill for a bit and it would loosen up a little bit, I would go back to drinking again. I never woke up and just made a drink right off the bat. I'd have to I would let my body chill for a bit, bro, and then I would fire back up again.
Imagine just waking up at like 6:30 in the morning and making like a screwdriver, just a fat orange juice and vodka.
Right, over there while scrambling eggs and bacon and shit.
I don't know why I'm laughing, but you just crack me up sometimes, bro.
Yeah, man, because it's just the way my mind works. But yeah, I never woke up. Never woke up early to start drinking again. You gotta be brutal. You gotta be a brutal guy to do that.
Yeah, that's a serious alcoholic, and I know a lot of people that have gotten to that point. I gotten to the point where, bro, I was messing around with, like, it started with me when I started taking Xanax. I started getting into that whole scene with, like, Xanax, and then I tried lean, and then started doing perks, and so then I got addicted to the Xanax and the perks. And like I was doing, I would be hungover. I would drink, and then I wake up and be hungover, and then I go get some perks to feel better. And then eventually I got addicted to the perks, and it was all bad from there. It turned into just like doing pills all the time, and yeah, that took me down, bro. It took me down hard.
Yeah, I'm glad you came out of that, bro. Because that's a deep rabbit hole to go down, along with any substance that you get addicted to. They all take you down. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
they take you down to levels, that you can't imagine. And to be able to climb out of that and start doing better, that's like some 1%er shit. There's many people out there who are, breaking, generational curses or a bunch of addictions at once like that,
Yeah.
Like, not putting in the work or doing shadow work on themselves to see, why they feel the way they do, or, how to slow down on doing these substances. It's just like nobody puts work in, and that's what you got to do to become better out here and have
Exactly.
a high level of self-awareness, bro. That's important for all.
You know what they say a lot? This is a powerful thing that I heard, along my sobriety journey, is the problem is never the drugs or the alcohol. Everybody thinks that's the problem. The problem is what you got going on inside of you. The alcohol and the drugs is your solution. That's a solution. The problem isn't the alcohol and the drugs. The problem is whatever you got going on inside of you that you can't accept yourself when you're sober. You can't accept the problems, whatever it is that you're going through. That is the problem. The alcohol and the drugs are your solution to that problem, because you're attempting to mask them. You're attempting to numb yourself, and it works for a short period of time until it stops working. You know what I mean? Until you either become an alcoholic or an addict, or it just stops becoming fun. You know what I'm saying? Or you ruin your life, or you die. You know what I mean? You literally have. It's just a dark path everywhere you turn when it comes to this stuff. But once I realized that, it was a big moment, because then I realized all my problems and my fears, my insecurities, my feelings of being not good enough, trauma that happened when I was a kid. I can start working on all this stuff and doing shadow work. The problem, I wasn't so much focusing on the external stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Facts, bro. And I understand exactly what you meant by how these substances aren't the problem. It's what we got inside of us. These dark energies inside that we got to go in and clean out and do that shadow work on, And
yeah,
that's definitely important. And yes, we use substances as masks, and this type of shit, it's definitely used as a mask to try to cover up what we need to face. We need to face these problems and not try to put a mask on and run away from them.
Mm-hmm.
I did that for years.
Yeah, let me clarify what I said. I said the alcohol and drugs are your solution. It is a false solution. It's something that appears to be a solution, but it ends up being, it'll take you down. It just appears to be a solution because it'll temporarily mask, whatever you got going on, whatever emotions you're feeling. You know what I mean? It'll quiet that stuff down. But at the end of the day, you're just gonna destroy yourself.
Oh wait, absolutely. Absolutely destroy yourself. Especially with that drink. I can't. I was pretty tough on that alcohol, man. I got that from my grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It was pretty bad. Very bad, my boy.
I'm proud of you, bro. How long have you been sober now?
I've been sober for like 9.5, almost 10 months now.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's awesome, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. No more of that liquid demon, bro.
Right? That's why they call it spirits, right?
Yeah, wines and spirits. Yeah, because it's a spirit in a bottle, and it makes you a person who you're not, bro. And a lot of people wake up in jail off that shit, like, what the fuck happened type shit, like they were possessed, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's why they call it spirits.
Yeah, because you get taken over, bro. And do shit that you wouldn't even imagine.
Oh, yeah. Some crazy shit going on.
Yeah, man. Because, looking at my old self, that's how I was. Just getting blackout drunk all the time and shit like that, and was just out here with just the wrong fools, bro. Like, it's just fake as hell, it seems.
My buddy had reminded me of a story. I was laughing at this the other day. There was a party one time. I remember I was like I guess I went into. He reminded me of this. I guess I went into a back room with a female, and I was so drunk, bro. I was so drunk. I went and I was, we were like making out or something in this room, and he tells me, I remember it now, but my ass was so drunk, I had to turn the light on to remember who I was kissing, bro.
Damn.
Because I didn't know who it was, and all I remember is like, I was kissing this girl, and all of a sudden, I pulled my face away, and I was like asking her like, "Who are you?" type shit. I'm like, "Who the hell are you?" It's like I like snapped out of it or something. I had to turn the light on. That shit cracked me up.
Yeah, bro, that's how it be, man. It's like these spirits, man, be having you on autopilot or some shit, bro, and you literally do shit to where you just are unaware. It's literally like, a dark ass spirit controlling your body, bro.
Yeah, like you literally don't know, like your memory is just gone.
Yeah, fam. Like you are just taken over by something. And then when you come out of it, you just be like, what the fuck happened type shit. You know what I mean? That should be scary as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. And that happens so many times, bro.
And the crazy part about it is, I've messed around, like I said, I had a problem with like pills and stuff like that. I used to do psychedelics a lot. I've done ecstasy. I've done pretty much everything under the sun, bro. But what I realized is that alcohol is one of the worst ones, bro. And it's the one that's legal. It's the one that you can just go to the store and buy, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
All that shit is poison. Absolute poison, bro.
Yeah, and it's just like it's some of the Matrix bullshit. It's like how people think that alcohol isn't a drug. They call alcohol. They're like, alcohol is not a drug. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol is alcohol. It's like, nah, bro. It's the same exact shit. Just because it's legal, you think that it's more acceptable, but it's actually one of the hardest ones to stop. If you really become like a bad alcoholic, to stop that shit, your body starts shaking and convulsing. You could have seizures. You could die. So it's like, it's one of the worst drugs that you can do is alcohol. It's just society normalizes it to think that it's just like this socializing, lubricants, where it's actually like a very powerful drug.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. It's definitely not something to go to because it damages your body up like crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. My bad.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, your internal organs. You know what I mean? Like what you were saying. Yeah, like it'll just like turn your body into like a prune, bro.
Ooh, bro. Yeah, looking at my old self, bro. I was out there pruned out as hell. A pruned zombie.
Yeah.
Shit, like
what are those things that they're like dried nectarines or some shit? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, hell yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. Out here like a
looking
damn.
Like one of...
Go ahead, bro. My bad.
No, I was just saying you're out here looking like one of those.
Yeah, man, a walking raisin. You feel me?
Hell no. What about a date? A date.
A walking date?
You got all the creases and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Just dry as hell, bro. Like, what is going on?
Haven't drank water in like 12 days and shit.
Oh, man, bro. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Desert style for real. And if you're not drinking water either,
There were times where I would just drink liquor and soda. That's it. I wouldn't drink water.
I know, me too, bro. That was the same way. It's just like, damn, how did I even survive that shit without drinking any water? Because I didn't drink none, bro.
Yeah, well, there's water in soda, so that's why you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
But that's why.
Yeah. I just never drank water like I do now. You know what I'm saying? I never drank water the right way. I always drank alcohol and soda or juice. It was never water.
Right? Water's the best one.
it is the best one because it cleans you out, bro. Water
Right.
cleans the best. Yeah, that's why.
You actually inspired me to drink more water, bro. Ever since I met you, I've been drinking more water.
Yeah, bro, because I want you to see how much it really helps, bro. When you feel like shit and you drink water, it literally helps you feel better.
I know, it's like it's right in our face and people forget about it.
Yeah.
Like, damn, like you could just, you know what I mean? You're feeling anxious or depressed. Why don't you try to drink some water?
That's it right there. All you gotta do is drink a nice amount of water and you will feel like you just back refreshed as hell because all your internal organs and everything gets that water. It replenishes basically.
Yeah. Calibrated and all that.
Yeah, bro. That's what water does. It goes through your pipes and everything and recalibrates everything and, you know, gets the insides to moving and shit. And it helps your brain as well.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of water lately. And you know what I've noticed is what helps is if you have a big container. So you can have it full. So you don't have to keep refilling like little glasses all the time. If you carry around like a big container, like I have this water bottle. Let me see how many ounces it is. 34 ounces. They're 33.8. So it's actually a liter.
Yeah.
So I'd be filling this liter bottle up, and I'd be drinking like, you know, when I'm at home, I'll just be chugging. I mean, I'll just be drinking this water, and damn near I'll drink like 3 or 4 of them. You know, I'm feeling good.
Hell yeah, bro. That's what we got to do. Start drinking more water and start cleaning out our insides more. Because that's what it does. Flush all that bullshit toxin out. It's a wrap. It takes a while and it takes consistency. You got to keep drinking it every day. You know, that's what I realized, man, especially when I first started at the beginning of this SR journey. And ever since I started, my life has not been the same. You know, basically all I drink is water.
Yeah, that's all you need. I drink coffee, and I do drink energy drinks. That's one of the things that I need to stop doing. I be drinking energy drinks, bro. But it's just water and coffee. That's it. Water, coffee, and energy drinks. That's all I drink.
Yeah. I used to drink energy drinks a lot, and then I stopped drinking them. It's been a while since I had one.
Yeah, they're not good. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that it's like a vice for me that I need to cut it out. I drink one in the morning, you know?
Yeah.
And so
helps wake
it'll happen. It'll happen eventually. Yeah, it helps wake me up.
That's the way I see it, bro. You know, sometimes you gotta have coffee or an energy drink to start the day off, bro, because it's hard in the morning. Or hard when you wake up and get ready to start your day, period, bro. It don't matter what time it is.
Yeah, I'm the type of person where I know that I'll tell you about it sometimes, but sometimes in the morning, bro, it takes me a while to get going to where I feel really low vibrational for like the first 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
And it's just like bad thoughts, self-doubt. And I know it's not the real me because I think crazy thoughts. And it's almost like sleep like puts me in this bad zone, bro. And it's like, you know, sometimes I need caffeine like that to just kind of kickstart me out of that like zone, you know what I mean? Because once I get moving, drink that, and then I drink water, drink a bunch of water, you know, I'm usually good. But yeah, some days it takes me a while to get going.
I'll give you a tip on that right there. Like, as soon as you wake up, well, it's important when you wake up to drink water right away, as soon as you wake up. And then before you go to bed, drink some as well.
Okay.
You know, as soon as you wake up in the morning, drink some water like ASAP. You know, because it's important to like hydrate yourself like right off the get-go and let it flow through your body. And then bring the energy drinks in because your body's prepared for it then because you didn't drink water already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, because I had
Sorry, go ahead.
I had learned the hard way because I used to drink energy drinks first too, before water. So I had to like flip that shit backwards, you know. So I drink water first, hard as hell, and then I drink coffee, you know.
Ooh wee. Bro, that energy drink before water shit could turn you into a raisin as well.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, 'cause I went through that.
Raisin life, Raisin Gang.
Raisin Gang like crazy, bro. Just out here, just.
That's the prune posse.
Absolutely.
Just, I mean, you haven't drank water in literally, 28 days. Like, what is going on?
Oh wait, that is not good. You definitely out in the from Aladdin shit. You know,
trying to get on your magic carpet, you hadn't had water. I mean, it's not going to fly too good.
And I don't even think the magic carpet is even found yet. Hydrate.
Yeah, it's somewhere. It's definitely. Yeah, it's all bad if you're in that kind of a state, you know.
Yeah, inside's just dry as hell, bro, out here. Man.
Yeah.
Somehow we're still walking and doing shit though. Like how? You know?
I don't know. I'm grateful for this new knowledge. I'm grateful for you because you've helped me drink more water, and I've noticed that it just makes me feel a lot more stable throughout my day, mentally and physically. I just feel like good, you know?
Yeah, as you should, bro. As you should. You know, that's how we all gotta feel though. It's important. As soon as you wake up, get that hydration going through your body so you can be able to get the brain hydrated as well so you can think straight. It's waking up with bad thoughts.
Sir.
Waking up with bad thoughts is bad because it happened to me.
Yes, sir.
You know. Yeah. Let's get on topic 2. That was a long topic, bro. What do you think about force field?
The force field, my dude. Yeah, this is just what happens when you put God first. And this is what I like to say a lot, is that this is how I feel. When I feel spiritually fit and I feel, in tune spiritually and I feel safe and protected, it literally feels like there's a force field around my body. And negative energy, it's like negative energy bounces off of it. You know what I mean? And it's like, doesn't matter what it is, bro. And I'm not going to sit here and say that it's like that all the time, because it's just rare moments. You know what I mean? It's I can get myself into a good place pretty much on a daily basis by tapping in with God, obviously, saying my prayers, watching sermons, or reading the Bible on my way to work is a great way to get centered. But some days are just different, bro. And it feels like I'm like, I'm just like, it's almost like I'm laughing at, I'll see potential like negative entities or just weird situations popping up in the matrix, and I just laugh at it, or I'll see people trying to test me and I just laugh at them. I'm like, you can't touch me right now. Like, there's nothing you can do, because you know what I mean? God's got me hooked up to where, like, you can attempt to infiltrate, but it's not gonna work. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, bro. And that's how it is. Your force field is so strong, you're gonna have like people in the program try to like test you on some crazy shit and try to, shrink your power level, but it's so strong to where no matter what they do, it's not gonna work. Whether it's, negative comments, and trying to bring you down and shit, and yeah, just, because that's the way it is nowadays. People just always got something negative to say, or leave negative comments on the internet, to try to test, and it's just always a test in this program when it comes to individuals who are on a low frequency, and your frequency is so high. It's like, that's just, it's part of SR, man. It's like, a light bulb in a dark place. It's just weird, bro. You know how you just rattle people's insides without even trying, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you go around, and you got God with you, and God's blessing you with peace of mind and joy. We talk about this a lot. It's like that situation with homeboy. I was telling you yesterday about the energy vampire stuff. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's just like sometimes people will see, if God's hooking you up with these spiritual gifts and you're going around and it's very obvious to other people what kind of energy you have, it's going to irritate them because they don't have that, and they're curious and they don't know how the hell you got it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
they're going to be jealous, in the spiritual realm. They're going to be jealous, and they're going to be doing all that sneaky mind game bullshit to try to, I don't know, bring you down because they don't feel on your level, so they're gonna do all that bullshit to try to bring you down. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, bro. Just like the one there's one dude I used to hang out with all the time that used to always pull his phone out and be like, yeah, I'm about to buy this pair of shoes and it's like $400, it's like $350 for this pair, and it's just like, what are you doing?
Right.
Trying to stunt on me, or what the fuck is going on right now? Because whatever it is.
You think he was trying to do that?
I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I just know it was weird because I felt it in my spirit, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, I don't care.
Yeah, like, why is he saying that out loud? Why can't he just keep that to himself?
That's what I'm saying, bro. It was just weird as fuck, bro. And he used to do this shit all.
Yeah, that person must be like insecure, so he's trying to, feel secure by attaining material items.
Yeah, that's how it was, bro. Just weird ass shit, bro.
Yeah, that person had a low power level, and they're trying to increase it by buying things. And like, look what I have. Look at the materials that I own. You know what I mean?
That's what it was. Just weird. It was strange, bro, the way I felt like and with this happening, because I don't care about materials. So when I come around shit like that, it's so weird, and I feel it in my spirit, bro. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Holy Ghost is speaking to me right now.
Yeah.
Shit was strange as hell, bro.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, again, that's another way for us to calibrate. When we see people that are acting like that, and we can calibrate, we can, identify, who we are, and like, you know what I mean? We don't resonate with that. So, that'll tell us information about ourselves.
Facts, bro. And that's really important. Get our spirit strong to where we can operate from that, or at least have it strong enough to where it definitely will alert us when there's some BS going on. That is important as hell.
Yes, sir.
Let's knock out one more topic.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, topic number 3. What do you think about self-love, bro?
Ooh, we had to be this one. Man, I've had a very profound realization with self-love, in the last... This is honestly before I met you. This is before I met you. I would say like a month before I met you. Before I started retaining, I was doing a lot of soul searching and, trying to figure everything out. Everything but retaining, you know what I mean? I was doing shadow work and all this stuff, but I was still busting nuts. So obviously semen retention put me on a whole nother level. But I had this profound realization, and my boy Mark will tell you, it was all about self-love. And basically it was a message from God, and he basically showed it to me. I kind of had a new perception on like who I was, and learning to love myself, all my strengths and my flaws and everything that I didn't like about myself, learning how to push through that and still and learning to love that. Like there's different things, like there's things about myself that I don't like. You know what I mean? So it's like the whole point is learning to be aware of those things, and then like getting to a place of like, okay, but other people have flaws as well. So it's basically just part of being human. So you don't have to be so hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you can learn how to like love all the things that you don't like about yourself, and then it gets to a point where, in my experience, it gets to a point where you start to love everything about yourself, and then that turns you into like super powerful dude, because it's gonna raise your frequency, it's gonna raise your vibration. So when you go around other people, you're gonna be able to love them better and be like a better listener, a better friend, a better coworker, a better everything, because you're going to be more present. You're not going to be in your head thinking about, oh, I don't like this about myself, or I'm tripping over here about this, and I'm anxious about this. Like, no, everything's good. You know what I mean? Everything's good. Like, there's nothing to trip about, So once you get to that place, bro, it's really just like, it changes your whole life, and it changes everything.
I know it's very powerful when you have self-love, man, and it gets to the point to, like you said, where you start loving the shit that you dislike about yourself. That means you just not be, bro, because you're not letting your head take over, like you said. And looking at I used to let my head take over like crazy, bro. And now, it's just like I don't care. I love myself regardless, no matter what happens. It's what happens when you put God first. Putting God first definitely changed my life all the way around, and I do not feel, or get in my head about caring about how I look towards other people and all that stuff like I used to now, bro. Because I got that high level of self-love now, and it's hard to explain, but I know you feel me, man. I just feel very confident about myself now more than ever, and that's important for us. And semen retention is helping with that, I believe, And actually it is, that's the main key, and being connected to that universe, of course,
Yeah. You know what a good thing that I learned was back in the day? This is kind of a message to anyone that might be listening that's really like at a low point. They might be struggling. Hit up one of your close friends. I'm talking about like a day one homie, or just maybe a family member or something, and just be like, hey, I'm struggling with like learning to love myself. Can you just like tell me what you like about me? Like, just tell me some things that you think that I'm really good at, or some of my strengths, so you can kind of get on board with like what's actually going on, because our minds will get us into such a dark place where we forget about like, we're so focused on like, maybe we get anxiety about being in social situations or depression and all this stuff. It'll take us away from the fact that we're actually have a ton of good qualities. You know what I'm saying? So people love you, I don't care who you are, you got someone that loves you. You know what I mean? So we gotta focus on that stuff, and then that'll help us just form a connection with ourselves and with God. You know what I mean? And we can learn to love every part of us, bro. And that's really, I really think it's the beginning. That's the realization that I had when I told Mark. I was like, self-love is pretty much the answer, because once you do that, everything else just kind of like flowers out of that, like naturally, because once you've solved that puzzle, everything else is just easy, because that's literally I feel like the main battle is just between you and yourself, and how you feel about yourself.
Yep. That's the main character that you have to battle, is yourself. It's nobody.
Right.
It's nobody else. It's us against, and that's what we got to realize out here. The only way you're going to better yourself is if you battle yourself and better yourself enough to where you love yourself. And once you do that, you can start putting love out to others who are trying to do better.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, once you figure that out, you can really learn to love yourself, like actually, you know, not half-assed, like, because you'll know when you do. You know, you'll start looking at yourself differently in the mirror, and you'll be like, damn, like I'm really that dude out here. You know what I'm saying? Start looking at yourself, and you'll start taking care of yourself better. You know what I mean? You won't stop. You will stop tripping about little things, and you know, maybe your hair doesn't look good or something that day. You're just like, oh, whatever. I'm still me. You know, I'm still that dude. I'm good. You know. So things like that. That's kind of how It's kind of my experience.
That's how it is, bro. You know, I agree with you 1,000%. 1,000. All right, man. You want to wrap this one up, or you want me to wrap it up?
Why don't you go ahead?
All right. Much love to all the listeners out there who've been, you know, riding with us throughout this journey. You know, all the way up to episode 51. What is going on out here? You know, and you know, I'm just grateful for everybody that's part of this journey right now, because this shit is just crazy right now. You know, and Sebastian, I'm proud of you as well, bro, and much love to you. You know, coming from SpiritWar Martin.
Yeah, bro. I'm very grateful for you, man, and I'm grateful that we were able to do 2 episodes today. And you know, I feel like we're hitting a good stride right now. You never know what's gonna happen in the future, but I feel like this last little run, you know, we've been knocking out some good stuff, bro. So I'm proud of both of us, and I'm proud of everything, man. I'm just grateful for everything that we're doing, and yeah, much love to you, bro.
Thanks, bro. All right, man. I'm about to pass out because I got to be up early in the morning. So you have a good night, bro. All right?
All right, you too, my man. I'll post this up there, and I'll let you know.
Okay, sounds good, bro. I appreciate it. Talk to you later, man.
All right, brother. All right, see ya.